Uh, Once I get back to... Oops, that's not the right controls. I hit puzzle. Pokemon in. Press the wrong button there. Only slightly rusty. Hope your weekend's going well for you. Goal is to try to get past that one room. Was it 46 or so? I had trouble with last time. Nope, didn't want to do that. Right, mistakes were made. Remember, I need to open that up. Yeah, I took a screenshot of that and I looked at it for a while, and I have like some half-developed strategies to try out once I get back there. Hope everybody's day's going good. It's really nice weather out right now. I'm taking zero advantage of. Get these two flames ready to be dropped. HP bug doing geometry dash level creation. I went through this a little too slowly, so let's do that more carefully. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. Thank you for your watch streak puzzle. And whole streams. Alright. Remember to get the key that's hidden in the block. This is that level, right? It is. Hopefully I can... Nope. Alright. Try that again. Accidentally jumped when I shouldn't have. Already have the key. Safety net. Already messed up the ghost schedule. See if I can get these back on track. It's better. It's gonna be worse. Alright. Let's try this again. Need to make that other bridge over there. This one. Oh, that's not how I should have done that. That's okay. Just getting back into the swing of things. It's interesting there, I was so close to that dragon that neither the flame nor the dragon was fatal. Not sure if that's going to be useful knowledge for the future or not. Don't see myself easily recreating that. It's like a real strategy. No death there. Kind of dropped down there a little early, that's okay. Both of those flames now ready for dropping. If there were some way for me to farm lives on this level, that would be great. May or may not be any chimes hidden around. It's kind of weird that there's none visible, so they're probably hidden under blocks or in secret spots. I think every room has at least one chime. Ghosts are now together. I can get over here real quick. Good morning, Simon. Welcome on in. Hope your weekend's treating you well. Okay, I need to wait for 6,400 or 6,300 on the timer. Life timer. You get reused to jumping over these ghosts. Like after this one falls, 6,100, sorry. After this one falls. Oh. Missed up to jump there a little bit, but also I wasn't far enough over for the dragon to go to the right after it spawned and fell, so gonna be in trouble either way. Things are lined up well. Now the timing will be different because the monster was already spawned at the room start, so aim for 6,400. right now. There we go. Make a little bridge. Wait for the right time to cross. Get one fairy. Or, yeah, I did get it. But that was never gonna fly down at me. Do I remember this room? Oh yeah, this is this room. Need to take out the left flame first. Take out this supporting area. Remove this block and this block and this block. Remember to reveal the potion. The sooner I get it, the better. Drop this. And this. Okay, that pathway is now ready. Okay, this one is potentially, gotta remember it's the right and wrong way to do that. Hoping that's right. Okay, drop this block. Go down here, jump up. Remove the support. The bonus. Okay, yes, I did do this correctly. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get back up. Yeah, it was giving me serious problems for, I'd say, a good 2 or 3 streams. It's like, kind of once you understand the route through, it's not so bad. Just gotta layer up all the right strategies. This monster go boom. Well, there is unlimited continues, but it comes with a cost, Simon, so I can continue as much as I want. Then once I get to room 41, if I die, that's the room I have to restart from if I continue. I'm trying to do this for the moment, keeping with, like, oh, I didn't want to do that. Keeping with, NES style things. I won't rule out if I get super frustrated in the future, just like, save stating my way to learn the levels and whatnot. I think it's doable. Standard style. Just gonna have to get through the levels without dying and make the right strategies. Oh, gotta build the block first. Get rid of those guys. Get the paper crane. Right. Oh, I want to also get rid of this block. Give me more room. Oops. Not enough room there to bounce that guy back. And as far as passwords, I also thought there was a password system in this, but maybe not in this version because I have not seen where there would be a screen to put a password in. So, no passwords for me. The weird GDV thing on the screen when I die is just like a kind of a ranking thing. It's not an actual password like the first few times I looked at that. Oh. Everything's clustered up there. Man, I am having trouble getting past those guys all of a sudden. I think I just need to focus on jumping them and not trying to turn them around so much. I got 2 of those gems there from those power-ups, but I don't think those are really going to help me in any way. Supposedly they make my fireball blast when I have it travel further, but there's no normal fireball pickups anywhere near me. If I could somehow get one of those fireballs and then use it in room 46, that would be awesome. I don't think that's a strategy I can rely on. Didn't fall down there quick enough. And sorry it took so long to get another stream in, but I was busy last weekend and the rust has grown. So, hey, speaking of which... Oh no, never mind. I thought I'd completely forgotten to do something. Getting in the zone and then forgetting... Fire's hot. Who could imagine? Speaking of being rusty. Yeah, this game has a lot of pickups, and unfortunately, like, half of them seem to be for score, but are not useful in any way. Also fond of picking up Pendants in Faxanadu. That's a game I really wish was available on the Switch, and surprised it wasn't. I do want to try that one day. I've only played a really little bit of it long ago as like a game rental. Never got too far in it. It's beloved by many. A much better strategy now. Got real coffee a year ago off stream. Alright, Deathless from here on out. Famous last words indeed. This might be a better strategy than... Although I did kinda... Oh, this still works out. Not gonna tackle with a fireball. Fire breath. Okay, 6,100 or so on the timer. That's what I'm looking for. So after this one falls... Okay, should be safe now. Make a little bridge. Wait for a safe time to cross. Alright. Got through the hard level without dying and got through the easy level dying twice. Move this support. Break this block and this block and this block. Potion appear. Set this up. Dropped that flame. this jump. Move this support. Oh, there is something in there. One fairy bell. Maybe that'll help me get an extra life someday eventually. Don't grab that hourglass. That will reduce the timer to 5,000. I could grab it later to increase the timer to 5,000. I'm really lucky I will find something I can turn into a fireball. Don't want that. So we get a little more time to explore here. That's the thing that I wanted to turn into a fireball. That's okay. I'll learn to live without it. It's the kind of diamond-shaped thing that can be repeatedly cycled through to different power-ups. Okay, fireball spitting monsters out of the way. I don't know why I was trying to destroy that, I didn't need to. That works out much better. Now, cross here. Yep, made it back here pretty quickly. I think I need to build that block there to make sure I have a way out backwards. Key acquired. Wait for this enemy to pass. I don't think I should have done that. It was Desperately trying to get around the thing. I guess I can tunnel underneath. Better do that now while I still have time. Barely made it. Okay. Back to room 46. So, thank you for the GGs. I'm gonna pause here and think for a little bit. So, what I thought through my first time through here, because there's an item hidden above the door, and you can only get that item if the door is shut, I should probably build my way up there first to get that item, and then try to work my way from the door all the way back to the left side, the far left side of the map. And I can at least somewhat safely, question mark, build here. Although that dragon, that falls there periodically. Oh, there's more time. Oh, I fell in the explosion and died. Okay. I need to make blocks maybe to block off the dragons approaching me, even though they can fire through them. Maybe it'll delay them enough so that they expire sooner. It would be way different if there wasn't a timer constantly counting down. Right. New goal, beating this floor without dying. In the realm of possibility. Simon asking what made me pick this game up. Kind of the main reason was I remember seeing a little bit of the Renaissance Streamless and also having played it very briefly in the past. Wanted to try to give it another real go because I never made a whole lot of progress previously. Now because it's part of the Nintendo Switch Online NES collection, it's a lot easier for me to play. I did not own it as a kid, but I remember always reading about it in like Nintendo Power and whatnot, and had a reputation as being a pretty difficult game. Well-deserved reputation, I think. But it's also mostly difficult in a way that it's like once you figure out a good strategy, then it can seem pretty easy. They sure did make a lot of games look good. Well, they were all about putting the best foot forward for most of the games that they covered, including some real stinkers. Get the key, get the key, get the key. Yeah, there's like no real way to get information beyond, you know, just reading the box art or whatever. Are you gonna rely on what the company says about their game to judge its quality? Okay, I've already messed up the ghost pattern. This should work. Although now I need to make my bridge. And then wait for 6100. Should be right about now. Trying to think if there was any game I would have purchased or gotten as a present or anything without knowing anything about it. Can't think of anything like that. Big stakes deciding what game to get. And also another thing Nintendo usually did was rate their own games very highly. And granted, they were usually pretty good quality, but it's unlikely they would give one of their own games a bad score, for sure. I guess maybe a lot of the really early games like Super Castlevania 4, that was one that I really enjoyed. And I would say I was not anything great at... No, I did play a lot of Castlevania 3. That game was beyond difficult. So I guess I knew what to get into for Castlevania 4. And ActRaiser would have been in magazines. I've not done this correctly. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Can I salvage this? I needed to leave the block that the flame is on now empty so that it would fall down. Otherwise, I don't think I can make that jump. Or I'm going to have to make 2 jumps. I could put a block here. That's not really going to help me, is it? About the only thing I can try, though. Maybe there's a way for me to work my way back up through. Was I disappointed Super Castlevania 4 didn't have multiple characters? I was fine with it because how, like, the upgraded graphics and sound and music and all that, game mechanics. Made for a great experience without the extra characters. Take out the support. Alright. Can I drop this flame safely? I think I can. If I drop this block. And then get rid of this. Not the best way to do it, but still works. I forget getting this fairy so that I can... No, I forgot to do something there. Did I not pick up the potion? That's probably the most likely thing that happened. At least I now have a backup strategy for when I mess up that one area. Because if you make one little mistake here, time difference is gonna lead to some problems. This block, this block, this block. I think the closest I got to maybe buying a game without knowing a whole lot about it would have been Tetris Attack, and that one got to be a massive winner. Okay, get rid of that block. Put a block here. Flame now safely out of the way. Remove the supports. Yeah, I had to have not picked up the potion because there's so much time left now. Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't put their own seal of quality and characters on a game that wasn't any good, right? Where? For a second there, I didn't quite understand what this room was, and then eventually remembered this is the bonus room. Or there's like a optimal way to like excavate all these blocks. Use less time. I think Mario Kart was... Super Mario Kart, sorry, was a game that I was a little skeptical of at first. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's an undeniably great game. So fairies, the benefit of those is if I collect 10 of them, I get 1 extra life. And depending on the level, like especially this one, I can get 2 fairies right at the start. So if I do really poorly here, there's a good chance that I'll be able to win an extra life here. There may also be some kind of weird secondary benefit to collecting fairies, as getting the best ending, I think. But I'm just gonna have enough trying to juggle getting a regular ending out of this game, I think. Wait for that to go by. Yeah, well, I'm only good at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because I played tons of Super NES Mario Kart and see, what was the next one? Big one after that. Did not have a N64, so I never played much of that. Got the key. Probably a better way for me to get through there without risking my life, but I'm making it. Game Boy Advance Mario Kart also good. Might as well take this guy out so I don't have to deal with him later. Something like that, and then one more block? They fall down, I guess? Okay. Made it safely up here at least. I can do some fancy maneuvering. So there's this hidden item here. Where it's very important. Can I hop over this dude? Okay. That was the start of my strategy, which is gonna work. Second part of my strategy that I have not quite worked out is trying to get back over to the left with it. I think I can easily get one or two of those punchy dudes off the ledge. But trying to do it in between all these dragons attacking is not going to be easy. So yeah, that was a Star of David in a game called Solomon's Key. So there's definitely some religious iconography going on. NES racing game Zero... F-Zero? Yeah, F-Zero was another great early SNES game. That speed and graphics were amazing for the time, at least to me. Yeah, I remember like a lot of the more recent consoles having such not great launches. PlayStation 2 and onwards haven't necessarily been like blowing me out of the water, even though I do enjoy a lot of games on those consoles. How's this ever going to work out? How... Like if I try to build across here, like I could go one floor down and then up. That would probably be a lot easier. Haha, can't get me. Except for when they can. not like that. Oh. Okay, I'm in trouble now because I'm going to be running out of time. My only hope here is that somebody's hiding some great power-ups, like a timer or something. I don't think that's going to be happening. Didn't know what my plan was there. Let's do a little encouraging. Not sure if I have to re-pick up this item, but I might as well check just to be sure. Nope, I already got it. So, the problem with the dragons, and I have tried going up through the left, and it does kind of work. The problem with the dragons is whenever they spawn or fall, they always turn to face the direction I'm at. So I can get over here. Get rid of that enemy. That shouldn't have worked, but it did. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Did get the one up. Thanks to the 10 fairies. Need to calm down and focus more, I think. That would be helpful. Sometimes these enemies will drop power-ups when they die. That's pretty rare. Like that one's always dropping a fairy, it seems. So this would be another way to get over here. That I was trying to do last time. But I'd get just far enough over that I can create a block on the next column. Also not falling where they are. So I've killed all those dudes, and what does that do for me? I can get across there and build up to where that other one is. I have such little time to do so. If I go up and right from where I am and try to build some blocks, the dragons are going to be approaching me constantly. If I could just get to the very top, I'd be set. But I just don't think I can build blocks fast enough to get to safety. I think what I really need to do here is for the block that's the 3 blocks above and to my right, I need to make a space and then a block to the right of that. Is that going to help me? I could at least jump to that for safety. I might actually need to do that from the bottom here. right here. That's a spot I can jump to at least. Whether I can get anywhere from there, I don't know. I just cannot build things fast enough for them when they come out. Okay, my plan there didn't work either. Alright.